Today's problem looks simple, but it's a diagonal geometry trap question. We are given circles inside a square with areas 9 centimeters squared for the first circle, 4 centimeters squared for the second circle, and 9 centimeters squared for the third circle. Now the big question is, we are to find the area enclosed by our square shape. Now let's begin.
Welcome to Math with Father. Welcome to Math with Father. Subscribe, like and share.
In finding area of a circle, area A is equal to pi r square. So for radius, this is how the area is being calculated. Area is also equal to 1/4 pi d square. In terms of diameter, this is how the area is also being calculated. For the first circle, we have a circle with area 9 centimeters squared. From this point, which is the center of the circle, so from the center to the circumference is radius. From this point, from the center touching the circumference of the circle is also radius. So for our first circle, we have twice of the radius, which is equal to diameter. So diameter is given us twice of the radius. So meaning we could use the second formula for area in terms of diameter to find the diameter. So area equals 1/4 pi d square. So area is 9 centimeters squared equals 1/4 pi d squared. So from here we can simplify this by 9/4 equals pi d squared. So we have 36 equals pi d squared. So in finding the diameter, we divide through by pi, and d squared gives us 36 on pi. And since we want d but not d squared, we take square root on both sides. So d squared equals 36 on pi all squared, and we have d equals 6 on pi, 6 on root pi. So this is the diameter for the first circle. Now let's look at the diameter for the second circle. So from our second circle, we have, so considering this point as our center, from the center touching the circumference is radius, and from the center touching the circumference is also radius. So now we are calculating the diameter for the second circle. So second circle, area is equal to 1/4 using the diameter pi d squared. So area, which is 4 centimeters squared, equals 1/4 pi d squared. Simplifying this, 4/4 equals pi d squared. 4/4, which is 16, equals pi d squared. And we want d but not pi d, divide through by pi, and d squared gives us 16 on pi. We take square root on both sides, and D gives us 4 on square root of pi. So this is our second diameter for the second circle. Now let's consider the third circle. The third circle is synonymous to the first one, where this point was considered as our center, and moving from the center to the circumference was denoted as R. Moving from the center to the circumference is the radius, and from the first circle, since it has the same area, the diameters are the same. So the diameter for the first circle was 6 on square root of pi, which is the same as the diameter for the third circle, 6 on square root of pi. So we've gotten three diameters. Which is diameter 1 for the first circle as 6 on square root of pi, and diameter 2, which is the second circle, as 4 on square root of pi, and the third diameter is synonymous to the first one. So this one we have 6 on square root of pi for the first diameter. For the second diameter we have 4 on square root of pi, and then for the third diameter we have 6 on square root of pi. So these are the lengths from this point to this point, which is the length of these circles enclosed by this rectangular shape. Now let's consider these imaginary lines from this part of the rectangular shape to this side of the square. It's also considered area. So from point E to this point is the same radius from the center touching the circumference. So this is R. And from this point to this point touching the square shape is also R, and it's half the diameter of the circle, which has an area of 9 centimeters square. So radius plus radius is giving us diameter, so meaning the space occupied here and then the space occupied here forms another circle with an area of 9 centimeters square. So length AC from A to C gives us length AC gives us 3 multiplying 6 on root pi plus 4 on root pi. So 3 because we have 3 of the circles which has an area of 9 centimeters squared, because we have one, the first one, we have the second one, and then the third one is the space occupied from this point to this point as half of this, and then the same space occupied as half of this, so which forms another area that makes it 3. So 1, 2, and then these two space as 3, so that makes it 3 times thrice of this diameter. So 3 by 6, which is 18 on root pi plus 4 on root pi. 18, we have 22 on root pi. 22 on root pi. That is the distance from A to C. So from A to C, length AC, we have 22 on root pi. Now we are moving on using the diameter of the square to help find the area of the square. So from the properties of a square, we know that the sides are all equal. Length AD, let's denote it as the letter or the variable x. Length BC, since the sides are the same, this side is equal to this side, which is also x. The same thing applies here, which is also x. The same thing applies here, which is also x. We can calculate the side length of the square using the Pythagoras theorem, because each interior angle measures 90 degrees. So we have 90, 90, 90, 90 degrees. We can resolve this using the Pythagoras theorem. From the Pythagoras theorem, length AC squared, which is our hypotenuse, equals the sum of squares of the other two sides, which is AD squared plus DC squared. So from here, we have AC squared to be 22 on pi squared equals AD as x squared plus DC as s squared, because all it has equal length of sides. So this is also x squared. We have 22 on pi root pi all squared equals x squared plus x squared from the Pythagoras theorem of our right angle triangle. So from here we have 22 squared on root pi also squared equals x squared plus x squared. Now 22 squared is given us 484 on 2 gets rid of the square root. We have pi on equals x squared plus x squared gives us 2x squared. Now we divide through by 2. We have 484 on pi equals 2x squared on 2. So this 2 cancels 2 divided by this 484 on 2 pi equals x squared, and 2 into itself 1, 2 into 484, 242, so x squared equals 242 on pi. So this is the area of this square shape. So area of the square shape equals 242 on pi. 242 on pi. This is the area of the square shape, which is x squared. So from the area property, we know the side squared is given as the area. So x squared, which is 242 on pi, is the area. So this question tests your understanding on converting area to radius. That was what we first did, and then it also tests your understanding on how you are able to recognize tangency. So this circle or this point of the radius is making tangent to this line, or the length of our rectangular shape is making tangent to this circle. So the question also tests your understanding about tangency. It also tests your understanding on diagonal properties, how you understand diagonals of a square, and how to also connect geometry concepts. If you understood this clearly, type diagonal master in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. This is Math with Father, making mathematics a reality. See you in the next powerful question. Thank you. I'm out.